This week on the road to Wrestlemania, we realized a couple of things. Number one, Shaquille O'Neal will not be wrestling at WrestleMania this year because on SmackDown it was announced that Big Show would be taking on Cody Rhodes for the Intercontinental Championship. And the other thing we learned is that The Rock and Cena have both great microphone skills. I'm sure this is a sarcastic remark. I'm sure everybody already knew that. But what I saw Monday between The Rock and John Cena was nothing short of amazing. I really thought their in-ring promo was actually one of the best that I've seen in quite a long, long time. And I really enjoyed it. I don't know how many other people enjoyed it, but I did. And it seems to be lately the in-ring promos are really starting to get more heated and more personal and really starting to get people interested again. You know, the three in-ring promos I think of are the one from this past Monday with The Rock and Cena, the other one with Jericho and Punk this past Monday, and even the Undertaker Triple H in ring stuff when Triple H finally accepted the match. You know, so I was really impressed with what they did on Monday. The other thing that's going on right now, because that's the Big Show versus Cody Rhodes is the only match that was made this week for WrestleMania, but the big thing going on right now is the power struggle between John Laurinaitis and Teddy Long, and you know, the story's starting to build itself. I've been hearing rumors that instead of Money in the Bank this year, they're going to have Team Long versus Team, Laurinaitis. I'm not sure who the participants will be, but I'm sure it's going to be quite interesting to watch. One of the big things with the storyline is that Teddy Long is going to be running Raw this coming week, and John Laurinaitis is going to be running SmackDown. So they're reversing roles. Randy Orton returned this week to face Daniel Bryan. Had a really good match until Kane came out and interfered. Not sure what they're trying to do there, but Kane came out on Monday and attacked a whole bunch of people. So I'm not really sure what Kane's playing for WrestleMania is, but whatever it is, I'm sure it will be a pretty big part in WrestleMania this year. So I gotta tell you, Daniel Bryan and CM Punk have been having some really good matches. They had another decent match on Monday night before melee broke between David Otunga and John Laurinaitis, kind of getting tangled with Teddy Long and Santino there. So that was kind of the big thing this week. Like I said, right now they're really focusing on the GM versus GM feud, and they're really starting to build towards The Rock and Cena. I mean, some of the stuff that both said to each other was just off the wall and crazy, and never thought you'd hear it from somebody. But this coming Monday on Raw, I've heard that Triple H, The Rock, John Cena, Shawn Michaels, anybody who's a who's who that's supposed to be in Mania this year is supposed to be there. So I'm just think this is going to be a huge week. This coming week is going to be a huge week in terms of build up, and hopefully more matches are made. Right now there are 5 matches currently slated for WrestleMania. So yeah, it'll be really be good to see what happens. Like I said, there's rumors running rampant that the Money in the Bank match will not happen because it was designed for Wade Barrett to win this year, and as most of you know, Wade Barrett's out for 3 to 4 months with an arm injury. So, like I said, I think they're probably going to go the route of Team Laurinaitis versus Team Long, which, it might not be a bad route to go. So, have something on the line. That was speaking of Teddy Long, one of the guys he used to manage was announced for the Hall of Fame this week. Ron Simmons is now going to be in the Hall of Fame. That was reported a few weeks ago, but made official this past week. So I think it's really awesome that Ron Simmons is in the Hall of Fame. A lot of new school wrestling fans really don't understand what he did back in WCW by winning the WCW World Heavyweight Championship against Vader back in the early 90s. That was a huge thing. Ron was and is still very talented in the ring and on the mic. I think a lot of people remember his years with Bradshaw with the APA, the Acolyte, Protection Agency, and stuff like that. So, good to see Ron Simmons in the Hall of Fame. Like I said, a lot of build up this week. No breaking news to report. Like I said, this coming week in Boston, I think is going to be huge, and I'm not going to miss it. I can tell you that much right now. So, that's really it for me this week. Just there's some minor things going on. That I haven't mentioned, like the divas, like Torres' character's really changing. Natalia's character's changing a lot. Beth Phoenix is running rampant over the divas division, and I've read reports that Trish Stratus is thinking about coming to WrestleMania to wrestle Beth Phoenix because Karma still is not physically ready to compete in a full match. So, that's about the big news of the week. I think this week will give us a lot more insight and more build up to what's going on for WrestleMania, and hopefully we can get a good picture of what's going on with some of the big players like Randy Orton and Dolph Ziggler and Kane and Jack Swagger and Kofi Kingston and guys like that. There's a lot of those guys that don't even have a match yet. So I know Alberto Del Rio's supposed to come back. Christian's supposed to come back. I was reading this week that Rey Mysterio's supposed to come back. So I don't know, but make sure you check back in next weekend for another Road to WrestleMania weekly review. This is Hollywood Joe. Same Hollywood time, same Hollywood place next week. Hope you guys have a good day and enjoy the Road to WrestleMania.